Hello YouTube, and here's another VOD review of my gameplay where we can learn how I play NEEKO support better. Shout out to my mid laner there, Tyler1, playing versus the lovely Illyri, so that'll be fun. So again, we're going to be going through this full gameplay so I can teach you guys my process, and this is a game I played live. I'm actually behind myself again here, so I don't know, I kind of like doing this last time where I can teach you guys my thought process, but enough with the chit chat. Here we go. My runes, I've been taking Predator recently, as you guys know, I really like it. As my secondary, I like conditioning and unflinching recently because conditioning makes you just a lot tankier later in the game. So if I don't need runes for lane, I like it because it just makes me less squishy later on. So to start level 1, I am going for a ward because I always do this personally. I use my clone to make sure there's no one cheesing me here, and I place a ward so that I can go get my sweeper. It's really useful for a couple reasons. One, we can know if they're trying to cheese us in a bush level 1. Two, if they're standing in that bush, I can auto attack them in it, and if they try to ward me out, I can sweep it. And 3, I get zombie wards, so I have my sweeper and I can start stacking early AP, but this isn't a strategy you have to do. I think it's better in higher elo because you don't have to rely on an ally. In this game, you can see my team is actually kind of lacking AP. I've usually been doing this new tank NEEKO build where I go lock it with Zhonya's. But this game, because we have literally Cho'Gath and Kled, 2 really good frontliners, and we don't have an AP carry source, this game I decided I should probably go full AP. So, this game I actually went Zhonya's into Everfrost. I'll go more into why Everfrost later, so clickbait, you gotta watch the video. So here we are leashing. For the leash, because I take W level 1, I usually just give 5 auto attacks. I don't get my second empowered auto off because I want to walk in. If they're trying to cheese us in this bush coming up, right, I want to have my empowered auto ready for the fight. So yeah, I only ever give 5 autos because of that. So I come into lane here. Oh, we're also facing a Rakan and a Misfortune, which is a pretty good matchup for NEEKO because you can cancel Rakan's W with a root, and Misfortune's immobile, so I can always go in on her. So I'm just getting autos off as I do every lane. I'm gonna right now auto attack minions and get my empowered auto ready. I don't auto attack again because you can see she has her Q bounce, right? And if I went for one more minion auto, I would have taken a Q bounce. So that's why I didn't. And here I should just keep autoing the wave, I would assume. Yep, I don't go for more poke because Rakan has his support item that lets him execute minions, and I don't, so I need to make sure I'm auto attacking to make sure we hit level 2 first, or at the same time here. So I get my empowered auto ready, and I'm just looking to try and auto attack Misfortune but not get hit by the bouncing bomb, right? Or bouncing bullet, whatever you call it. So I look for a root and it connects, but there's nothing we can really do about that. It's just a little bit of pressure. So right now, I probably could have just walked at Rakan. I don't have my W up, probably not. So I'm now autoing the wave and I'm getting my empowered. The level 1s are always pretty easy. The reason why that didn't work for Rakan is because I was pulled back enough where I was out of range of Misfortune, so they had no follow. Here, my Tristana really messed up. This was a kill if Tristana went in right away. 100% Tristana, I'll just rewatch it. I won't do it too much in game, but right here, right, Tristana could W right now, right? But she waits like an extra second longer. And she ends up missing her E-Bond because Misfortune flashes. If he went in when Misfortune was still rooted, yeah, I wouldn't have had to flash there because Misfortune would have been too low and would have been able to turn on me. So kind of unlucky, but it is what it is. There's a fight in the top side river right now, so we know we're not about to get ganked, but I am fairly low still, so I have to be careful about that. I don't want to get Rakan W'd. But we know Misfortune has no flash at the same time, right? So it's not like if Rakan, again, if I'm out of range of Misfortune, when I get W'd by Rakan, she can't do anything but follow up with an E because she doesn't have flash. But either way, they have a big minion wave, so we're just chilling. Wait for the wave to tower. I throw my W here. If I didn't, it would have actually connected at the tower. So I throw my W to pull it away from the tower to make sure it doesn't go to the tower and make it harder for my Tristana to farm. She ends up missing the CS anyways, though, so, you know. It is what it is. So I'm looking for an angle right now for root, I would assume. I find a root, but I can't do much more than that. Just trying to harass but not die because I'm kind of a bit low HP. Ooh, damn. Okay, let's see if I could have done anything better. To be honest, this wouldn't have happened if my Tristana didn't mess up lane before, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, my Tristana did the best she could. She W'd towards Misfortune, which actually ended up hitting the Rakan and slowing Rakan, but Rakan flashed out, but they have no sums bot. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I think that early trade that Tristana didn't play well made me have to lose my flash, lose all my pots and my HP, which put me in a diveable position. But I can't blame her for myself dying. I can blame her for that play, but I knew I was in that position, and I walked in too close and got W'd by Rakan under tower, and I was too far forward, apparently. Anyways, on reset, there's no point going bot because, yeah, my bot isn't there to do anything, so I always try to be with my jungler, so if I run into them, it's a 2v2, right? If they're jungle support, it's 2v2. So I'm popping Predator and ganking Mrs. O'Leary here. She flashes, and then we see Shaco, so I leave, but my Zed kind of ints here, I think. I don't think I could have really done much more, right? Because I jump out, right? So again, while I'm pathing here, move with my jungler so I'm safer, right? And we get the Mrs. O'Leary's flash here. Right? So that's good. As soon as we see this Shaco trap, we should just leave because there's a TP coming in. She's already out of our range to really kill, and she's full HP. We probably can't one-shot her, and Shaco's about to jump on us. So I'm in the position of walking away, but our Zed kind of ints it. Zed kind of just goes in, and Miss Fortune ends up being there, and it's just a disaster. They have literally 5 people mid. Not much I could do about that, right? I played that as well as I could. I got the flash, and I backed off when I saw trouble. If my teammates were doing the same, it would have been better. But, you know, it is what it is. So right now, I'm just chilling mid. I mean, there's not much more for me to do. Tristana's shoved in bot. Tristana will probably just shove it and back up. I couldn't really get there in time, so I'm just kind of chilling, picking up the EXP and CS here because someone should at least pick it up, right? And my amazing CSing skills, right? The root at level 1 doesn't kill range. So you can see there, I rooted both range, and it leaves it at 1 HP. So here, Shaco is going to try and stealth the wall, so I'm just trying to cut off his exit, right? I'm just like, wherever he goes, I'm here to stalk him. But I'm trying not to chaos the kill, so I got my auto in for the assist, and I stop hitting because Shaco's dead. There's no way he lives that. Tristana taking this safe way, but kind of, I feel like leaving that blast cone up for a jungler or something might have been useful too. But it's fine. So I should be getting my empowered auto ready again. First thing I always do is if it's not up, I get my empowered auto ready. So my empowered auto is ready, and now I push up to the next bush, I would assume. And Tristana wants to go in, she's pinging go in. I'm just walking forward. This is something a lot of you guys don't do in your games, right? If you can just walk forwards because they can't fight you, go take up pressure, zone them away. So I'm looking for a stealth in, I would assume. Yup. A nice little trade, but he didn't take much damage. But I put his barrier, or not barrier, guardian on cooldown, so that's pretty useful, right? And ooh, Trist, you're a maniac. But a maniac I like. Ooh. Well played, Trist. This short jump made me question. She was trying to jump and not get in tower range, so it makes sense. But damn, then she ends up going in tower range. That was scary. And I'm pinging Shaco and saying back. Oh, this is so unfortunate. I think Shaco kills him right here. His mistake was not backing far enough under the tower, right? And I missed my route because, yeah, Papega. You should have backed farther behind. Instead of backing, I can't point. Instead of backing here, you should have been down on the other side of tower there. And if Shaco had to go all where I'm backing right now, see here? He should have been here when he was backing. If he backed here, if Shaco got in range to kill him, it would have given me more reaction time to stop. So I'm coming in and sneaking behind O'Leary, playing with vision, right? She doesn't know I'm behind her because of how I'm playing with vision. Sneak up on you, and bam! Get a little root auto. Not much to say. Then I die. But I think we win this fight. O'Leary dies right there. The lovely O'Leary, of course. And we're picking up kills. So it's really important to use vision to your advantage, right? If I'd walked behind O'Leary and let her know I was there, the whole fight might have gone differently. So I tried to make sure that they don't know that I was there. So yeah, I went pen boots because, again, this game, I figured I'm the only AP on the team. We got Tyler1 who's building tank Cho'Gath, and I'm the only AP threat. So, you know, I went, if I'm the only AP, then I'm going to be building like I'm the only AP. So I built myself some pen boots to give myself that extra zap to my trap. So I break that for my jungler. I think my everything goes wrong here, yeah. It's unfortunate. I guess that was equally both of our fault. This jungler was auto-filled. He asked Tyler for mid lane, and Tyler said no. So that was kind of Tyler's fault, because Tyler's already been challenger in jungle, so why not give someone who's a mid lane main mid if you can play jungle? But whatever, you know. Zed's inting. It's also on Zed, to be honest. I can't just blame Tyler. Like, if you're auto-filled and you can't play your role well, you should dodge, so it's fine, though. So I have my powered auto ready, and I'm going to take over the bushes here. I could probably just walk up another bush, but I think maybe I'm trying to... Okay, I'm pinging up the O'Leary roaming. Unfortunately, top is kind of in a screwed position regardless of the pings. He could have left, though. He's, like, look at him, like, sticking around, and now he's backing the bush when I literally pinged him to back. And now he's getting roamed on, so... You know, top gap. What can I say? Okay. So, a bit of a brief pause. I'm going towards bot because top's dead. There's no one to gank mid because Illyri went top, so there's no point going anywhere. And you can see me in chat here. I'm asking if top has TP because I want to all in right now. This is why it's good to have an early sweeper because I can make sure there's no TP flank wards behind us, because if we all in and there's a TP flank ward behind us, we're screwed. So we sniff out one ward. And yeah, I'm kind of looking for an all in if I can land the root. So I missed the root. We get a lot of burst down. Tristana this time did the opposite of the first. The first time, remember when I went in and Tristana didn't go in on my root? This time was like the opposite end. So if you're playing with a NEEKO support, you shouldn't go until you see the root connect. Before, the Tristana saw the root connect at the first one and didn't go until a second later. And this time, Tristana went before the root connected. So here I'm pretending to be Tristana to see if they walk up, but they don't. So Tristana reveals herself in the bush. It's a sneaky trick you can do. It works really well with Twitch. If Twitch goes stealth and you pretend to be Twitch, you can really bait them, right? So, and right now I'm just getting a vision line. So it's good to get your wards in a single line. So if you look at my mini map right now, there's a line of vision. The jungler cannot cross this line without being spotted, right? I mean, it's Shaco, so he could queue over this wall, I guess, but realistically, he doesn't know there's a line, so it's impossible for the jungler to get past this line of vision. When your jungler is invading, I always say rule of thumb, you should go invade with him, because if Shaco jumps on him right now, it's good to be there to protect him. So I'm just standing in this bush and defending him. We see Rakan coming from behind. So yeah, I'm just chilling in this bush. This is kind of greedy of me, to be honest. I don't know if it's warded or not, and Rakan could just right here like W on me, and Misfortune could ulti me from over the wall. So this was kind of greedy. But I'm just kind of chilling because, again, no point going to lane. My Zed is very deep in the jungle, and see how their whole team right now is collapsing on them, right? This is why it's important when your jungle is invading that you go back them up. Because right now, my Zed would be dead if I wasn't here. Like, he's getting completely collapsed on 1v3. But because I'm here hiding in the bush, I can offer some support for him, right? So I'm grouping up with him, seeing if we can get him out of here alive, right? So I root them, and we walk away. All right, nice. And I do blow my ult here, I don't think, and my flash. That's kind of unfortunate, but at the same time, the flash was unfortunate, but my ulti not too bad. We get Illyri's ult and Misfortune's ult, so it was a good disengage. They had a 3v1 pincer, and we turned that because I was hiding in the bush. My Zed gets out alive, and we can keep playing this game. I need to go mid right now because they all seem to be grouping up on Tyler mid, so I probably head towards mid, I would assume. Yup. What a good dough guy I am. Also, 14 minutes in the video, if you made it this far, you should consider hitting the subscription button down below, sub, because, you know, I'm not a massive content creator that gets thousands and thousands and thousands of views per video, and it would be nice if you could support me, so hit that button, and like, comment, subscribe, and if you made it this far, tell me, what's your favorite cuisine? My favorite is I love Asian cuisine. Not really one specifically. I just love all Asian cuisine. It's so good, so flavorful. So yeah, tell me that, so I know you made it here. Anyways, I was mid and I helped my teammates live a fight. And the lovely Illyri is running away. I love to call her the lovely Illyri. I don't know why, it's just funny. And we get a nice little root her. And Tom Kench comes in and says, I want to give you guys some more kills, so here I come on in. Rompa-gromp. Whenever I played, there was a time 2 years ago I was playing Tom Kench top on stream, and I just kept saying Rompa-gromp. I don't know, when I play Tom Kench, I just have a fun time. If you play Tom Kench, try saying it. When you're walking around and you're sidestepping everybody, you go Rompa-gromp. I don't know, it's fun. It makes me laugh at least. Pretty getting some vision line up top side because, you know, again, what did I say? Remember before that you want to get your wards in a line so that the jungler cannot penetrate this line without you seeing them, right? So you make a line. Really important concept. So I get a vision line top side. Unfortunately, my top laner gets ganked by Shaco, I think, here, and dies. I think Shaco gets past my vision line with the old walk straight through the middle of lane. Yeah, there's Shaco. There's only so much my vision can do. But my top laner maybe lives. Maybe not, who knows. But anyways, nope, he does not. So I go in bot now, because Tyler's not in lane, so there's nothing I can do mid. And we see Shaco top. And yeah, to be honest right here, Their blue buff just spawned and Zed's bot side and Shaco's top side. Right now, I should probably, the correct play is to be pinging the enemy bot jungle, and me and Zed should probably go invade it. And I should probably replace my vision line on the bot side, since Shaco is probably going to be moving bot side soon. So like a good support, I go into deny vision mid, and now I should be going into their bot jungle here. So here I am with my jungler protecting him. Also, guys, I'm 2 wins from Challenger still on my main. 2 wins from Challenger, so if you want to see me hit Challenger live, check out my stream. I stream from 4 to 10 p.m. EST weekdays. Okay, so I placed one more ward here. I didn't want to get rid of all my vision in the top side, but I wanted to get a vision in their bot side jungle. But, you know, Rakan, sneaky burb that he is, put a control ward down. But I kill his control ward. Oh, no, I see Shaco come at me from over the wall, so I leave. Just getting vision from mid lane because, you know, I've watched enough Tyler1 videos where he's raging at his supports for not getting him vision mid, so, you know, I'm gonna get him vision mid. This was so risky, by the way. Until I saw Shaco top here, I was literally, when I was killing this ward in my head, I was thinking that Shaco was just seen on this camp up here. He could be over here, and I could be getting opened on by a Shaco, but I'm a greedy coin flipper, so I did it anyways. And I did end up getting opened up on, right? So, but it worked out because my reaction was to root their ADC and ulti Zanya's. And I don't know how that ulti hit, but it did. Tristana could have just dumped out, but we get Misfortune's flash, so this is the benefits of Russian Zanya's. And I get a nice little root on the lovely Illyri. And Shaco comes and kills us both, so rip. RIP to that one. But we still went 2 for 2. And we got Misfortune flash. So in the end, I'd say it's not terrible. See me getting nice and comfy here. Any NEEKO comfies in chat? Anyways, we're getting Dragon, and Kled is getting jumped on, but I've seen Kled win these before. You go get it, Kled. I don't know what I'm looking at, but okay. It looks like I'm explaining something, so I hope you guys are taking notes. Alrighty, so I'm heading mid, because that's where all the action's at. And let's see what I do here. So I'm pretending to be good old T1 because T1's going B right now, and might as well make him think that he's here, but I was about to get collapsed on, so I revealed the fact that I in fact am not Cho'Gath. And I should be heading towards top here, which it looks like I am, because my Zed is doing Rift Herald, or he's around Rift Herald, and top is pushed. Trist is pinging mid, and top was kind of a bit too far, so probably should have just gone top though and not listened to Tristana. Trist might have, yeah, I should not have listened to Tristana. I should have been top. My bad. Definitely my mistake for not being top here. But I pop Predator and I'm coming in the flank. Little big old ulti here. You can see I run super far to the right of, because I don't know if Tahm Kench has flash. So if Tahm Kench tries to flash, he'll always be in my ults. And if he goes anywhere else, he's going towards my team, right? So positioning, I kind of zone him away from any flash out angle. And again, we're getting a little vision line in their jungle. I'm in a bad position here. I don't know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking right now, I dodge Illyri's ulti here because I was thinking about the fact that I know she's going to throw it. It's pretty easy to dodge if you are thinking of it. I think Vex feels pretty OP right now because people aren't used to playing versus her, but her ulti's super easy to dodge if you're just thinking about it. It's like easier than an Ashe ult to dodge, to be honest. It's thicker than an Ashe ult, but I don't know. It feels easier to dodge. But anyways, we got ourselves our Zanyas now. So, what's up, dog? What we gonna do? It's kind of a lull moment. There's not much to do. There is the Elder, the Rift Herald on the map. And I do have a lot of deep vision. So, to be honest, I could be pinging Rift Herald, but my Zed's kind of pathing bot side jungle. So, there's really not much for me to do on the map right now. Just one of those lull moments as a support where it's just kind of going to be sitting around and waiting for the next play to happen. To be honest, though, I do this too much where I just kind of autopilot mid at this point in the game and just chill. I don't know. It was good to move towards the Rift Herald side for sure. And now I'm getting caught out. And I die. But what I was saying is I probably should have gone bot because my team was all bot side pushing the... Like, I shouldn't even been here, right? I should have been shadowing my bot laners. Kind of just got my team killed, though, so my fault. I think in the mid game too much, I sit around and just... Yeah, look at my arm over there, scratch my head. I too often just, like, just sit mid for a lot of the mid game, doing nothing but just fighting for vision around mid. I think I should be shadowing my side laners more in the mid game if there's nothing to be had mid. Like, I even said out loud that it's a lull time and there's not going to be much to do. So I probably should have been, like, shadowing Kled bot or something like that. But again, there was also Rift Herald up, so it was kind of awkward. I don't want to just give up Rift Herald for free if I can be near it to stop them from taking it, right? So, not sure what the correct play was, to stay near Rift Herald or shadow bot. But definitely getting caught clearing a ward by myself was not the right play, so... I'm so used to talking to Twitch chat that, like, as I'm, like, not the right play, I look to my right as if I'm... Because that's how I talk to Twitch chat. I look at my Twitch chat, you know? But if I'm talking to YouTube, I should be looking up there at the camera. But it feels weird to look at the camera. I'm looking into your soul, you. Okay, we get Recon Sweeper. Which is kind of good, to be honest. I do this a lot, man. I'm warding the side of the map where Dragon isn't, which is just a waste of my ward. But getting Recon Sweeper is good, so it ends up being worth. But if Recon didn't Sweeper there, it would have been such a waste of a ward. Because what is that ward realistically going to be doing for us when we're fighting for Dragon? If Recon didn't sweep that, which he probably shouldn't have, he probably should have just left the ward and saved a Sweeper for this fight, right? But since he wasted his Sweeper and only got one ward, it was quite a high value ward. So I can't go and I want to deny vision right now, but I just can't. I'm pretending to be T1 because, you know, big old Cho'Gath's a little scary. Makes the enemy team, even though once I pop my W, they know. But, like, as soon as I walk out of the bushes, Tyler, they're probably taking a step backwards instantly. And then they realize when I pop W that it's a NEEKO. And they're like, oh, okay, never mind. Trying to just defend my ward here. We're getting ready for this dragon fight. So I'm going to shadow my Kled. Here I make a mistake. I don't know. So the problem is that Blast Cone or Sweeper Cone revealed the fact that I was going bot. So then I go back towards mid because it looked like they're going to fight, but I don't know. My initial plan to shadow this Kled was really good because I know he's about to get jumped on, which he does. So I don't know, man. It's so hard being a support. Do I go mid? Like, how do I know? They could easily fight mid and int, or bot can get caught in int. Who do I play around, you know? Kled's just inting though. Like, why are you fighting your side laner when Dragon's spawning? So Tyler's trying to force a fight on them bot here because they're split off from the rest of their team and we have the cut in, so this is pretty good, but... And I miss an easy route, which would have been a kill. So we just have to, at this point, there's going to be a big unfortunate fight that comes. At this point, we're supposed to just give the dragon. It's not a big deal. Giving up more than one death for this dragon is really bad. So you can see Tyler backing, and I want to leave him back. And Tristana, watch this Trist. Oh god, Trist, what are you doing? Why? And I freaking also just jump in and kill myself, but I at least kill the lovely Illyri for my death. But like... Oh, Trist. Instead of just giving up a free dragon, we end up giving up... The Kled die before too, so they get 4 kills in a dragon when it could have just been 1 kill in a dragon. And I ping Tristana here because I'm like, dude, the heck is this? And then Tristana pings Rakan. And I'm just like, what? What does Rakan have to do with you inting? Hello? But I shouldn't have pinged my ADC, so... That was me being tilted, but I'll give myself a little slap on the wrist because pinging your ADC when they make an int play, while it might make yourself feel a bit better, it's not going to make your ADC feel better, and it's probably going to make your ADC play worse, so... That was bad by me to ping her. I accept full responsibility for me doing that. So we're going straight to Baron because they could have done Baron because they killed everyone. But they're not, so... Hog, I'm going to go over and probably get vision control around Baron, I would assume. Because there's no other objective on the map that we need vision around. I don't know. Mid-game is... I find mid-game pretty easy as support, to be honest. So I missed a freaking easy route right there. That should have been a route. Tyler would have hit his Q on it, but he would have still W'd out. We wouldn't have had the DPS to kill him there. So I don't know what I'm doing right now, to be honest. This is again the mid-game lull. So I'm just going to protect Tyler, zone them away from him as he takes that ward. It's the mid-game lull where it's just, you know, we're A-ramming because we don't know what else to do. And Mr. Kled is ulting it on the Mrs. O'Leary down there. The lovely O'Leary. And he kills the lovely O'Leary. And holy crap. Misfortune with an auto Q auto procs PTA and almost kills me. Jesus. But that's what we got potions for. So I'm building right now. You can see I have a Kindle gem. I'm not building that into Locket. I'm building Everfrost because, again, I'm the only AP on the team, so I need more damage rather than utility. And the reason why I'm not going Rocket Belt is I don't like the components for Rocket Belt at this point in the game. I only have 2 open slots considering I'm going to hold a control ward. And sitting on the, what's it called? The alternator plus a ruby crystal is just 2 bad component items, and then the combined cost to Rocket Belt is super expensive, where for Everfrost, I can sit on the Kindle Gem, plus I can sit on a Lost Chapter, which gives me 20 CDR and more HP and same amount of AP, so I prefer Everfrost if I'm getting it second. I think it has better components than Rocket Belt at this point in the game to be sitting on. So, we're heading towards the Baroon. And the enemy team, look at all those wards. Holy, they're just feeding us wards. All the zombie wards in that bush. Like, holy cow, look at them all. So we probably got like a good 200 gold right there in freaking killing wards. So Shaco tries to open on me. I Zanya's. I do die here, but I would consider it worth because Shaco is their most fed player on their team, and Shaco does die for this play. Over here, he's about to die. And Misfortune, we get Shaco to die for me. And Misfortune blows her ulti for me, right? You can see Shaco's 12 and 6. He's their most fed target, so I don't know. Shaco dying for me and getting Misfortune ult is not terrible, I would say, as a support. So we take them. I guess it was kind of a Bitcoin flip because we don't know if Shaco would have died, but either way, like, I was in a pretty good position, I think. And Shaco overextended to get on me, and Misfortune ultied to kill me, right? So even if we didn't kill Shaco, he was 1 HP and out of the fight at that point, at least. As a bare minimum. Not bad. Not bad at all. So Dragon is spawning, so again, we got to move towards it. We got good enough vision on Baron. They can't sneak it. When you're going to do Dragon at this point in the game, you have to remember to always get a ward down on Baron first, because they could try to trade Dragon for Baron and sneak it. So to stop the sneaketh, you have to have a wardeth on it. And we have a wardeth on it, so we can go towards the Drageth. I think placing that ward too early is a bit of a mistake. Because my team's not here to defend it, right? So I placed that ward, and now what, right? They're probably going to come and sweep it, and now I just wasted a ward. I do this every game too, and I need to get out of the habit. When I watch pro players play, they don't drop their wards until their team is there, right? So it's like I dropped that ward there, and I'm lucky it's still alive. But like, first of all, their whole team could have snuck past it by now through the other side, so it's not really giving me any protection. And their team could have swept it, so... Sniffed out the Shaco there. And I canceled the guy's W out. Nice. And I'm just sitting in the back line, just seeing what I want to do. And I think I go on Rakan here. A nice little root on Rakan. And I'm going to try and peel this Shaco. And I just ulti Shaco. Shaco dies before my ult goes off, but that was a good play. Well played by me. That whole fight, to be honest, kind of carried. If I do say so. If I want to take credit, I'd say I carried this fight pretty hard. Cancel freaking Tom Kench W, root the Rakan, and peel the Shaco, their most fed target. I would say I hard carried that fight. So we should be taking Baron after this Dragon. I don't fully remember, but yeah, it looks like we're heading towards Dragon. As you can see, why I like the conditioning and the conditioning and the overgrowth, or not overgrowth, what's it called? Unflinching and conditioning, is because it doesn't give you lane phase, but at this point it's giving me like 700 gold worth of resistances, and I'm also getting tenacity from unflinching, so it just makes me a lot harder to kill. A lot, you know, I'm just like not sitting in CC as long, and I'm a lot tankier. So I've been liking these runes if I can get away with it. If I'm in a lane that's really hard, I'll usually take second wind instead of conditioning. And I just backing in a terrible spot here for no reason. I think I just die. Yeah. I just int, but We still have Baryon on everyone else, and it's only 30 seconds. It doesn't change too much, but yeah, that was unnecessary death for sure. So yeah, like I said, I'm going for Everfrost here. Because, you know, it's just good AP, a cheap mythic. And we got a little follow from Pocky Soda on stream there. I get lots of follows when I play with Tyler1 because, you know, he's streaming in front of 25,000 people right now. And there's the follows coming on in. You know, me dying right there and then all of a sudden getting follows, you best believe that Tyler watched me die and he's like, this stupid NEEKO died. And then his followers are like, oh, let's go follow that NEEKO. Let's go follow him. Actually, I watched this game from T1's perspective before I went to bed because I like to watch it, and I'll try to post his reaction here to this. It's so funny.
Boom, 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 boom.
Okay, so I guess that was enough time to show his reaction to the double Cho'Gath. It was kind of funny. When I finish playing games with Tyler, usually when I'm eating dinner, I just watch from his POV because, again, he's streaming in front of 25,000 people, and it's just... want to see if he shouts me out or what he says about me. It's just interesting, you know? When playing with a celebrity, it's always nice to see. So I'm trying to pretend I'm Zed right now to add extra pressure. They don't know who's Zed or not. And I ulti here, but Rakan gets eaten out by Tahm Kench. I Zanyas. Cho'Gath is doing a good job trying to zone them off me, and I flash away from Tom, and this looks like it's about to be GG, so... yeah, again, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Again, we've got a new editor, so I've been doing Monday, we have the fully edited videos, and on Thursdays I do my own thing, uploading either guides, my own VOD reviews, whatever I feel like doing, to be honest, on Thursdays. And I might start doing some stream highlights for weekends, where it's just like basically a montage of some plays. So, yeah. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check out my Twitch if you want to see me playing live. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Till next time, guys.